I appreciate everybody coming today. It's a good run through for us. Today's practice, we had good focus. Got a lot of things cleaned up. A little visit from a young man by the name of Matthew DeRiggi. Been a part of our program for a long time, probably close to 8 or 9 years at this point, where he's been coming around practice. And he suffers from Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is the charity of the AFCA Coach to Cure campaign, which will be happening this Saturday around the country. You'll see our coaching staff will be wearing the patches, and I know anybody that's interested in contributing can text the word CURE to 90999. And if you text the word CURE to 90999, you can donate $5 to Coach to Cure DMD and help some young men that really need to be helped. Questions?
How much does that cause mean to you? I know it's more than just wearing a patch. I mean, you really have a relationship with these kids.
It is, and Maddie's been a part of our program for a long time, and there's a young man by the name of Danny Garofalo, who my son grew up with, who's going to be out there. We're going to have them both out there as honorary captains on Saturday. And Danny's somebody we met when my son first moved here. They became good friends, and they share the same birthday and the same year, and they're the same age, and it's an awful disease, and it's something that needs funding so that we can hopefully eliminate it someday.
Does it help? I mean, obviously raising awareness, but also getting them in for the coin toss has to be a very cool experience.
I think so, and I think what it does for us is it puts the face on the cause. Sometimes you do a lot of, you try to do as much charitable work as you can, but I think when there's a personal association, when there are personal relationships, it always means more, and I think it has a greater impact on the players on the team.
On the football front, last week, I guess Peoples and Goodwin combined for 44 carries. Going forward, we haven't seen them have that kind of consistent heavy workload. You're confident in their ability to handle that?
I am. I'm confident in their ability to handle it, and I think we'll continue to play two of them, and don't be surprised if you see one of those young guys out there, because Josh and Robert, I'm very pleased with the way both of them have prepared this week. So if we do get in a situation where one of the other guys gets dinged up, I could see those young guys playing in the game.
Did they end the week on even footing? You said you have a
I think so. I think if we're going to play them, we're going to play them both. I don't see one ahead of the other. I think it's hard to judge that in practice. Now, when you put them in the game, that could happen. But I think right now, if we decide to play them in the game, we're going to play both of them.
Tulane's last in the nation in giveaways. They have the most giveaways, and they're also in the top 10, I think, in takeaways. Any concern if you're not careful about getting into a sloppy game like that? Can that be almost contagious?
I don't know if it's contagious, but ball security is critical every week, and it's something we stress on a daily basis, both in particular drills and then in the every drill we coach. Securing the football on offense, disrupting the football on defense, those things are critical in every game. So, they've got some younger players playing. I think that's why they've given it up a little bit. But I also know that their defense has caused 10 fumbles. They've recovered 4, but they've caused 10. So they're doing something right on defense. And we better make sure we've got that ball high and tight.
What have you seen from their quarterbacks? Obviously, the interception total jumps out, but I know he's a young guy and talented. But what have you seen from him in general?
I see a really talented passer. I think they've found their quarterback. There's no doubt. And I saw something that Coach Johnson had said about giving him time to work through mistakes, something to that effect. And I don't blame him, because when you watch that kid spin the ball, he's very talented.
Was the execution better today?
It was. Yeah, I felt like we made improvement today, and that's normal for a game week. You get everything installed on Tuesday and Wednesday, and now you have a chance to maybe put one or two things in or tweak one or two things, but really go back over everything. And I think that's the advantage of having a day like this today. And now we'll go back out there to practice it tomorrow, full speed, and hopefully everything's been cleaned up.
As you get have more success and more attention for the blocks, do you find more guys want to volunteer to be on those teams, and how is that selection process in your mind? Do you look for specific things in guys?
It's got to be a guy who can get off the ball. He's got to, because he has to block a kick. You have to react to the snap. So when you're talking about blocking a punt, it's got to be somebody who's got great takeoff. And we do some things in training camp to figure out from a timing standpoint who it is. And it's not necessarily always the guy with the fastest 40, who has the best reaction time to the snap. So we do some of that to get a pool of players. But you're right, guys want to be on that team because they know that team has had success, and they feel like if they're on it, they're going to have success. And it's a good self-fulfilling prophecy for sure.
4 days later, are some of your banged up guys recovering from the Navy physicality?
I think so. Yeah, I think we're getting healthier as we go through the week here. A guy like Kevin Snyder is doing a little bit more each day, so we'll see what his availability is.
I know the injury report won't come out today. Is there anybody you can kind of rule out because we won't get a chance to talk to you before the game?
To rule out, I don't know that there's anybody that'd be completely ruled out. I don't know that there's going to be a lot of change on that report. Maybe the one guy that might be improving a little bit is Snyder.
What's your assessment of Alan Lucy so far, and how much does it help to have a veteran like Bamonte holding for him?
It helps a lot, and I think Alan's had a good week, and I think he needed to. He didn't have a great. It wasn't his finest hour, last Saturday. So he needed to have a good week, and I think he's had a good week, and he's proven in the past he can do it. So now he's just got to be consistent and do it every time.
You mentioned, I think it was last year, so it's like 14 yards is what you measure on those block kicks. Who are the fastest guys? And because it's different than maybe the guys you might think for a 40.
The block point changes a little bit each time, but a guy like Andre Patton is very good at getting in there. And I don't know what Andre's 40 is. He's not slow, but I don't know that he's the fastest 40 either. So, but a guy like him, he's got excellent reaction to the snap and does a great job of getting in there. He's probably a good example. Thank you.
Let's go.